people get really furious about that.
6 degrees of separation.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're good. Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for doing this. I'll ask you the hardest question first. Your first and last names?
My name is Rusty Fitzpatrick.
Okay. I think I can spell all that.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what you saw from your window.
We were in the house, and there were a couple of guys that got into a fight with one another, and one of them hit the other one, and that drew the attention of a lot of people, and the police were called because there was an assault in the road. And when the police came here, we moved inside and got away from it all, and then we could hear an altercation out of our window, and we knew that they were engaging the guy who had assaulted the other guy, and then we heard shots, and that was the end of that.
That was the end of that in more ways than one.
Yeah.
You employed the man.
Yes.
He was working on your home.
He was working for me, yes.
And I'm guessing, based on the fact that he's been at your house for a while, that you never noticed anything out of the ordinary with him.
No.
Yeah.
No. That day was an off day. There was kind of weird things all day long, and so we suspected that maybe something was going on that we just didn't know about, and there was high tension, and there was, I don't know, it was just an off day the whole day, and then they began to spat with one another quite a bit, picking on this, picking on that throughout the day, and then it just kind of erupted last night. They should have been gone a couple hours before they were, but they were still just nothing was right that day. Nothing was right.
Huh.
And then they just kind of flipped out on each other.
And this was the contractor and his...
It was a contractor and his helper, yes.
Had the helper been here before, or was that the first day?
The whole time. No, they'd been here.
Oh.
They'd worked for us 3 or 4 days, and they were here, and they had a great time, worked together. Said they'd known each other all their lives. So it just kind of was one of those weird things, just out of the blue.
Huh. Unreal. And it's all caught on your home surveillance, which is good for police.
It really is. It really is good for police. Most of it is because home surveillance kind of records in 30-second clips, and so there's parts. If the camera's in motion activated, so if nothing's going on in front of them, they're not necessarily filming anything. But there was enough caught on that you could see the conduct of the whole day. Is pieces of it are there. You can see, the altercations, the run-in with one another, the shouting, screaming, those kind of things. You can see a lot of that, and then you can see. When the police officer showed up, you can see him run towards. Would not back down, would not take any orders, would not, just in a complete rage.
Got a son here. How's your boy holding up? Because that's not the kind of normal thing.
It is not the kind of normal thing. So we spent a lot of hours last night discussing it as a family. Everything that we saw and everything that went on, and proper procedure and how things. I'm a pastor, so you reap what you sow, and so if you live by the sword, you kind of die by the sword, and so we were able to take, and our family values, we back the blue, we support law enforcement. Thankful last night that there was law enforcement, because we were afraid with all the violence going on, and we wanted to get in the house and be safe, and then we felt safe as soon as the altercation. We're saddened about that. He was a friend of mine. Over the last few days, we met him, got to know him. Everything was good, and for it to end so tragically is extremely sad for the whole family.
But he definitely made a move towards police, from what you could see.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Well, the investigation will handle it from here. Now you need a concrete contractor.
I do.
To finish that job.
Yes, I'm looking for a concrete contractor to pour for me. We got to the point where we're ready to spread gravel, and form it up and put concrete down. So. Now I'm looking for a contractor.
Pastor, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it very much.
You're welcome.